Dateline Kokomo Speedway, a foggy Kokomo Speedway in Indiana. On this fine October, the first Monday in October, as Cool Ray and the Coast to Coast Racing League present to you Monday Night Madness. We get set for another edition of some of the best 360 sprint car drivers on iRacing. We begin with our C Division Raiders, and the Raiders are brought to you by Malcolm's Mills Mill Ready. Welcome to the pre-race show, and it's brought to you by Tim Chapman Racing here on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. And we're so glad you could join us for this one. Alongside Isaac Salas, Marty Sakala with you. So glad you could be joining us. First off, Dean couldn't make it tonight. He's in at Super Dirt Week. And also, as we begin the broadcast here, we do want to take this opportunity to send our thoughts and prayers to the entire dirt car community, as we lost a good announcer couple days ago in Rick Eshelman, the voice of the world of Outlaw, Case Construction late models. But we'll dedicate this broadcast for him in his honor, as we know him, just a big dirt racing guy in general. So, all right, Isaac, let's set the scene here. Kokomo Speedway in week number 5 of this season, I believe, if I recall correctly. And Kokomo, one of the widest and one of the shortest short tracks that we go to. It's going to be a fun one.
Oh yeah, I think it's going to be an absolute blast, especially when you start getting towards the more cars. Higher car counts is always going to be making fun. Obviously, when the track starts slicking off, you're going to get two lines that distinctively come out. It's probably going to be a high side dominant racetrack for the good portion of the first part of the show. But when that high line starts going away, that bottom, you know, those guys that can run the bottom, they come out, and makes it pretty fun to see people run the bottom and the top.
Absolutely, and we move on here and get set to go here. Let's talk about the Raider drivers coming on in. Here are how the point standings look at the moment. It is it is Dustin Sargent that comes in with a 2-point lead on Andrew Smith. Sargent was our winner last week at Williams Grove Speedway. Mike Schultz third in the points with 210, Joe Halter fourth, 208, and Kyle Sargent fifth with 205 points. Nice car count we got here at the moment. 14 drivers are set to go here with the Raiders at Kokomo Speedway. And let's break down Kokomo Speedway here for you, here on the world of iRacing, based in Indiana. Remember, last time we were here at the Kokomo Speedway, and Isaac knows this pretty well. We went Hawaiian because it's Kokomo and it's like the Beach Boys. But anyway, 0.3 of a mile in length, 30 miles an hour the pit road speed limit, seeing 5,900, 10 degrees of banking in the turns, 4 degrees on the straightaways, very tight. And any lane can work here as always. I remember the last time we were here, Isaac, and I know this is kind of like going back to the Renegades, but we had an incredible race that went down between Brennan Lacey and Patrick Spangler in the final laps of that.
Yeah, I remember that completely clear, to be honest with you. It was a lot of fun. It was just like I told you, the top line being the top line dominant, and then the bottom line starting to come in, and even the middle groove was actually really fast for a little while there.
Absolutely. Let's get to the first driver here on track. We'll go to Doyle Lawrence here in car number 3 in the dirt track bank machine. Lap number 1 for Doyle going up on the board, 11.287. Just a heads up, you won't be able to see times from 2 through below. We're having some technical difficulties today with our hotkeys here. Lawrence goes 11.287. Folks and Andrew Smith as he comes across the line, but watch out for Mark Gilbert. Could be looking at a quick time lap here. It was purple in sector number 1. Across the line goes slower. I believe his lap did not count, excuse me, and we got no lap on his end. He got into the wall. Here's the astronaut, Neil Strauser, off of turn number 4 as he works on lap number 1. That was his warm-up lap at the moment. 3 minutes of ABR setup shop qualifying. Should be 3 heats today. Strauser goes 5th and 11.50. Here's Bob Curtis in car number 012. Curtis on lap number 1, 12:02. That's 7th quick. 7/10 off the pace. 1 minute left here on qualifying, but we won't be seeing a lot of drivers qualifying here in this one, Isaac, because let's explain the heat EOLs. We got 4 drivers starting from the rear of the heats. Dustin and Kyle Sargent, Riley Burr and Bruce Hilton. Williams Grove was a wild race last week, which led to all those heat EOLs.
Yeah, those. Well, I think the big thing with Williams Grove is it's such a track where it's wide and fast, right? I shouldn't say it's wide and fast. It's super fast on the straightaways. And you get down the corner and it gets real close, real quick. If you want to run the bottom, you got to be committed to the bottom. It's crazy. You're coming in there at probably some of the highest speeds that you run in 360s, and then you got to make it work. And I think the big thing is just if someone does something that you're not ready for, you're on them right away.
Absolutely. Let's see here. Anyway, Doyle Lawrence will win the ABR Setup Shop Fast Time Award. His first of the year, 11:2:87. Hello to a couple of people watching in the chat. Hello to Joe Dirk Canellis, rooting for the Salty Dogs. And hello to Stone Dragon Racing. Hope you are doing well today. All right, so we are set to go here for our first heat of the evening. Heat race number 1 brought to you by Langdon Mechanical. Langdon Mechanical, the second to none heating and air conditioning company in the Hamilton area. They promise our customers, our own professionally trained Langdon specialists, they'll be there personally every step of the way. We guarantee your customer satisfaction from start to finish, including the sales, installation, and maintenance service of your heating and or cooling system. Every equipment sale, installation, and maintenance service call we make is backed 100% by Langdon. Here's how the lineup looks for round number 4 here at the Kokomo Speedway. Bob Curtis and Neil Strauser on row number 1. Mike Schultz and Doyle Lawrence on row number 2. Again, that's because of the inversion for heats. Top 4 all inverted. Row number 3, Dustin Sargent and Jason Sams. And starting from the rear is Riley Burr in car number 84.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, Marty. I feel like that outside line is gonna catapult, and I mean, I think the big thing is if Bob can get up in front of there, maybe take some momentum away, he might be able to do something with this front row starting spot here.
Going to be going green this time by here as we'll see the Steve King Foundation pace truck make its way into pit road. It's our first heat race. Winner will start on the pole for our 20-lap feature. Green flag is out. Immediately, Bob Curtis 3 wide for second spot, and into the infield he goes, keeps the car going, but falls all the way back to the 6th position. They're 3 wide for second. Mike Schultz makes contact with Dustin Sargent as Neil Strauser leads lap number 1. Doyle makes his way back up to P2, up 2 spots already. Not the start that big money wanted, currently in the 4th spot. Neil Strauser, though, currently leading at the moment, Isaac.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good battle here. Actually, I think that Neil is just kind of keeping himself straight, keeping himself in the line, and Doyle's just gonna have to either make a move here when he gets a better run off the corner, or just wait for a mistake here because he's running really good laps behind him.
Riley Burr up to 4th position in car number 84. 11:28 last lap, quickest car on track. Had to use that heat EOL, and Strauser's up on the wall. He's got issues. Already back to 4th. As Doyle Lawrence takes the race lead. At trouble, Mike Schultz goes around. Up on his side he goes, and he has to go to the B-main for extra practice. That puts big money up to 4th. What on earth happened there?
It looks like he just got into the wall coming out of 4, and it just hooked his car.
Final lap underway here. 2 heats, our first heat of 2. This will determine the inside row amongst the top 4, and off of turn number 4, the dirt track bank mission 22. Number 3 of Doyle Lawrence takes the heat win. Riley Burr finishing in 2nd, Dustin Sargent 3rd, Neil Strauser in 4th. By the way, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say good heat for Riley, 7th to 2nd on the grid there.
Absolutely, nice heat win for sure. Let's go to heat race number 2, brought to you by Magnum Race Design, offering iRacing wraps, hero cards, logos, flyers, and even t-shirt designs. If you're looking for a new design and want attention to detail, competitive pricing, and fast turnaround times, check out Magnum Race Design on Facebook, where you can contact them directly through Messenger. Magnum Race Design, the proud sponsor of the Coast to Coast Racing League 358 Modifieds. Here's how the lineup looks as the drivers roll off on the track. You've got Kyle Sargent and Bud Molyneux in row number 1. Sargent taking a heat EOL here, obviously, so that puts Slide Job up on pole position next to Molyneux. Row number 2, Austin Marlett and Andrew Smith. And in row 3 is Mark Gilbert and Bruce Hilton. Austin Marlett did not make the call to grid. By the way, apologies if I do sound a little bit different. I am still in a positive mode for COVID. So appreciate the support, everyone. But hey, we'll be negative in no time. So want to get negative before Friday, damn it. So, because I got to hang out with Slide Job at Super Dirt Week as we're green for Heat 2. Salas gets away with a jump on Molyneux. Smith third. Bruce Hilton already up 2 positions as he goes to the 4th and final transfer spot. Salas leading lap number 1. Molyneux up on the wall. He rides it. Smith inside. Takes away P2. Not what Molyneux wanted. There's an issue here with these cars that when you get up in the wall with a sprint car, chances are you're going to ride it for doggone long. Isaac Salas leading at the moment, but Mark Gilbert quickest on the racetrack. Just went in 11:35 last lap, but he's in 6th position at the moment. Change for 3rd as Molyneux up on the wall once again. That allows Kyle Sargent to grab the 4th and final transfer spot in car number 91. So it's Hilton against Sargent for 3rd spot. Sargent had to get on the binders. Sideways! Nice save for Kyle. Him and Gilbert battling for that final transfer spot. On board with Gilbert as he tries to make a run it downstairs, but wakes on it. He's got a lot of time to work, though, that's for sure. But Sargent picking up a lot of speed as he tries to close back in towards Bruce Hilton. Meanwhile, Isaac Salas leading, but he was 3/10 slower than Andrew Smith. Final lap underway. Andrew Smith got to run to the inside here on Isaac Salas. See if it works here. Goes the higher way through 3 and 4. Coming to the checkers. Who's going to get it? Salas shuts the door on Andrew Smith and starts 2nd. Nice heat win, man.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. I even got 0x for once.
Nice.
I want the Rebels, man. That's all I want.
All right, now we move on to our B main, brought to you by Gambler Motorsports, the esports racing team that competes weekly across the iRacing platform with drivers in dirt races, sports cars, asphalt, and even endurance races. Here's how they'll line up for the B main. Bob Curtis and Bud Molyneux in row number 1. Mike Schultz, Kyle Sargent in row 2. Jason Sams, Austin Marlett in row number 3. By the way, in case you have not noticed, let's take you back to that lineup. You may have noticed something a little bit new, and it has to do with some of the numbers. Look at Mike Schultz. Now look at his car. Now look at the car. Now look at the graphic number. Now look at his car number. Yes, that is right. That is right. We have the technology now to put in the actual fonts of the car numbers. It's beautiful how technology has changed, man.
Really?
Really?
Now you got me looking on the broadcast on my phone. That looks cool. I'll have to get you the picture of mine.
Oh, I already got yours.
Oh, yeah.
I got a lot of people, even because I posted on the lounge some of your card numbers. A majority of them didn't. And I said, okay, here's what I'll do then. I'll go through trading paints and go through the last races. So I went through last week's races, and I just gathered the templates of the paint schemes. Trading Paints does that automatically. It's so cool. I love it. Oh, Curtis riding the wall. Him and Sargent nearly get together. Curtis off in turn 2. We only have 4 drivers in this B main. Isaac, what happens if all 4 of these drivers take each other out?
Nobody wants to win the B main and be a B main bandit, I guess. I don't know.
Here's what would happen. We would be in delay mode.
Oh, please no.
I kid. Mike Schultz currently quickest on the racetrack, 11:88. Pardon me, make that Kyle Sargent now, 11:75. Up
11:40.
Up 3 spots from the drop of the green flag. As he continues. Oh, Curtis riding the wall once again. Schultz trying to get a run upstairs for the runner-up spot. 4 to go here in the extra practice session. Ooh, nice pass for Schultz on Curtis. By the way, met Mike Schultz a couple weeks ago at Land of Legends Raceway in Canandaigua, my home track. What a cool dude Schultz he is, and glad to have finally met him. It was, I think it was during Big Block Championship night. It wasn't during the time that I was announced. I actually met another former Coast to Coast driver at the race I did there. As Curtis is off the pace, he's out of fuel, I believe. I don't think he measured the fuel right. As here comes Kyle through 3 and 4. Sargent will take the B main here. Mike Schultz second, Bud Molyneux third, and Bob Curtis fourth. So with that, it is now time for the warm-up watch. Our warm-up watch here is brought to you by our friends at Flatline Racing Bodies, quality design racing bodies, produced by Dan Chapman in Clarence, Iowa. As everyone taking their way to the track for 3 minutes here in the warm-up session. So Isaac, what are you trying to get out of your car here as we approach feature time?
I think the big thing is I'm just gonna try to. I got a week off because last week I had to work late. But I think the big thing here is just to get my confidence back, get the feel back in the car, and I have a good starting spot, so it's kind of where I like to be up top and everything like that. Maybe learn the line, see what everybody else is doing, and yeah, just kind of just a good learning experience up here. That's the goal right now.
Absolutely. So we're looking at these times. Andrew Smith, 11:692. Dustin Sargent, 400th off, 11:73. Isaac Salas, 11:81. That's the top 3. We've got 14 drivers on the car count from what I see here. Want to say hello to a couple of people in the chat. Hello to Dean, by the way, as he's watching. I don't think he's watching right now. I haven't looked at YouTube chat yet. He'll be watching later on here with his dirt car buddies. 18-hour days for Dino this week. Of course, it's Super Dirt Week at the Oswego Speedway. And we're very excited. One of the most wonderful times of the year here in New York. My final race of the year that I'm covering in New York State for my affiliate. I got one more race next weekend down in Lernerville after Super Dirt Week. So, and yes, there is a big meetup happening with the Coast to Coast Racing League guys. It is myself, Dean, Isaac, Butch, Brian. Anyone else I'm forgetting?
Kevin Davis is going to be
Davis,
there.
yep.
I think that's it for my team.
Well, make sure we get a big picture. I think there are some other guys that are supposed to be there. I think Schultz is going to be there. I don't know though.
That'd be cool to meet Schultz.
Yeah, I would love to see the Spider Monkey there one day.
Yeah, Brandon, let's get it together.
Come on, Dittmer.
I tried to get Roger to come.
Yeah, oh yeah, Roger. Yeah, that's the most important one.
He didn't wanna.
Damn it, Bassman.
He wanted to go fishing probably. I don't know.
He wanted to go fishing, or he wanted to butt dial random people.
Didn't want to hang out with me. Hey.
All right, warm-up is complete, so we are set to go. With that being said, it's time for our first feature of the evening. Here is the Super Dirt Car Series starting lineup. On the front row, as you look from the Ace Designs drone, Doyle Lawrence in the 3, Isaac Salas, the Sly Job Man in the 05. Row number 2, a pair of Canadians, Riley Burr in the 84, and Andrew Smith in the 79. Row 3, it's Dustin, Big Money Sargent in the 77, and Bruce Hilton in the 10. Row 4, Neil Strauser, the astronaut in the 68, and Mark Gilbert in the 76. Rounded out the top 10, Kyle Sargent in the 91, and Mike Schultz in the 16. Row number 6, Bud Molyneux and Bob Curtis. No call for Jason Sams nor Austin Marlett on the grid. And so we are set to go racing. All right, Isaac. Here's my pick to win. Are you ready?
No, better not.
Give me Riley Burr for the win.
That's a good pick. I'll give you that.
All right, lights are off the Steve King Foundation pace truck as we're about to go green. A foggy day here at the track. Should be good for the racetrack here at the moment. How's it going to be done? Who is going to take the checkers? We're about to find out. Time for the Dylan Westbrook Racing start. Lawrence and Salas bring the field to green. Time to get down and dirty with it. Oh my! Salas wow! Well, in the words of Rick Asherman, for the first time, we have created a Waffle House in turn 2. It's just scattered and covered down there.
I'm glad you didn't choose me, Marty. That's all I gotta say.
All right, let's take a look at our replay here, brought to you by Malcolm's Mills Mill Writing. Show you what happened here at the start. Lawrence just simply got into it, but look at the drivers involved. You saw Strausser on his lid, and I believe as well Lawrence did spin too, and so that will give Riley Burr the race lead. Let's try and board you with Miley News, show you his perspective. Now, he was in the back of all this. Didn't see that one coming, did ya? Let's go to Doyle Lawrence. Doyle, don't suck, whatever you do, and guess what? He took it the opposite way. Just simply got into him. Look at that. It's like the top 5 there was involved in a lap 1 accident. Wait, we're back to green. Nice restart from Riley Burr. It was a single file restart. Keep in mind, timing will be updated here at the moment. And caution. And I believe it is Bruce Hilton that is spun. It may have been Bud Molyneux, I think it was. Let's take a look. On board here with Bud, the 883. Ah, no. A couple other cars got into it. Was that Kyle Sargent? I think it was.
Yes.
Here's what happened with the 91. Oh, man, he was already into it. Mark Gilbert, they were, like, legit stuck. Show you. Both ran the Highland. Ah, Gilbert came down to Sargent. They were just hooked. Nobody could not move at all there. Not the start anyone wanted to see here at the moment. So it's Riley Burr, though, that still leads things here at Kokomo Speedway. We did complete a couple of laps there in that situation. Back to green. Mission 22 restart. Riley Burr, Andrew Smith, Dustin Sargent, Bruce Hilton, Mike Schultz, the top 5. Schulte just got made a change up to 4th. He's already up 6 positions at the moment. Meanwhile, Smith almost gets the wall. Dustin tries to take a look underneath for the runner-up spot. They nearly touch off at turn number 2. Meanwhile, Burr is checking out for the field. 1.4 second advantage on Andrew Smith. Racing happening mid-pack. This is the best racing we've got at the moment. You see Salas working the bottom on Kyle Sargent for 6th. Lawrence upstairs as well, running in the 5th spot. High side, the best place to be here at the moment. You saw Salas couldn't make the pass work there. We just have a good battle for 2nd working out here. Andrew Smith against Dustin Big Money Sargent. You see Big Money trying to work up on the high side. There is no cushion at all pretty much. It is all rubber at the moment. 8 laps are in the books. Top 2, by the way, all Canadians. Oh, Canada. They are loving it at the moment. Lawrence, meanwhile, trying to take a peek after Sargent took away 4th. Now trying to look on Schulte for 4th position. Schulte and Sargent each up 6th and 4th spots respectively. Now if Sargent can get past, he would be in the hard charger spot. We've got 9 laps to go, meanwhile, here at the Kokomo Speedway. And oh, Kyle's up on the wall, allows Lawrence to take away 5th position. Lawrence still trying to fight her back for 5th spot. Schultz starting to fade as well. Meanwhile, 0.6 of a second. Andrew Smith has brought the gap down on Riley Burr. Leaders are in some traffic. They are working on Bob Curtis. Next up is Bruce Hilton. They let the leader go by without an issue, but Hilton slowing up Smith just a little bit as we've got 6 to go. Neil Strauser has crashed. No caution. We stay under the green flag. He may have been blinking. I think that was the case. 5 to go for Riley Burr. It would be his first career win in Monday Night Madness if he can get it done on Andrew Smith. Going to be 3 to go here at the line. Any more lap traffic for the leaders to handle? Yes, there are. Mark Gilbert and Isaac Salas, the leaders, are approaching. Barney's going to hand them the popsicle sticks up this time by. 2 laps to go. Coming down to the Canadians. Oh, Canada, we stand on the throttle for thee. Smith versus Burr. Smith trying to get that lead back in stun. Riley Burr out for the race win. Off for 4. They're battling for position ahead. White flag, 1 to go. Does Riley Burr try the sign? It's a half-second advantage for Riley at the moment. 3 and 4 for the final time. They both work the low line, and Riley Burr takes the win at Kokomo Speedway. The Glenn Steyers Racing 519 Sports Online 84 machine in victory lane as he gets to park it for BC. Smith 2nd and Dustin Sargent 3rd. A great race tonight here at Kokomo. As we'll have our Rebels coming up in just a moment. Can tell you as well, our Hard Charger Award brought to you by Chip Bangers Racing. Mike Schultz up 5 spots. Isaac, by the way, finished in 7th. Stayed on the lead lap, so was able to do that final lap for those wondering.
Whew. I was nervous.
And
I think I only got 2x even.
And hello to Roger, by the way, who is watching from, what does that say? What does that say? Lake Wesleymcoon? It's a lake in Ontario, apparently. So, all right, we'll get the top 3 on in here, and they are all in here. So, begin here with Dustin Sargent here, finishing in 3rd spot. Dustin, walk us through your race and the positives you took away.
Not my favorite track, be honest with you. I struggle here every time I race here. But you know, I learned a few things. I wish I would have moved to the top a little sooner. Car was starting to come around. Just all in all, we'll chalk it up for a learning experience. Can't complain about a third place. So
Absolutely. Who do you want to give shout outs to on the run tonight?
give a shout out to the guys at Black Bullet Racing, Derek G LLC, Du Bois Welding, Giddings Mobile Repair, W Energy Drinks, and CTFX.
All right, man. Nice job tonight.
All right, appreciate it.
And Andrew Smith, by the way, beating Dustin Sargent. So we believe Andrew Smith is the new points leader, depending on what the penalty points look like for instant rating. So Andrew Smith finishing in second. Andrew, you and your fellow Canadian put on a good run tonight, man. Just what more did you need?
Honestly, I kind of needed him to make a mistake. I was just talking in the waiting room there. The bottom was so fast that I was afraid to try and go up top to try and get around him. So I was hoping he'd kind of get in a little deep and slide. I can scoot underneath and lap traffic. But a couple more laps probably would have been a lot closer than it was.
How was the high side on your end? From the looks of it, it seems like it was tough to handle for anyone here.
Uh, it was kind of coming back a bit looking. Um, if you could hit it right, it was good. But that's the problem. You got to hit it right, and the bottom was so fast coming off that if you didn't, you'd be losing a spot, right? But it was there. It was just sketchy to try it.
Who do you want to give shout outs to on the run?
Spartan Racing. These guys are great. Got a bunch of us all around here now. C to C for the league. You guys for the broadcast. Perfect Endeavor Expressions. VMR Wraps. Yeah, starting the season off great. I think that's 4 top 5s in a row for me. So let's keep this rolling.
All right. We'll let you go, man. Nice job tonight.
Thank you, sir. Cheers.
Andrew Smith finishing in second spot. Now we'll go to Cool Ray Victory Lane here. And we will talk with your race winner here. Get him loaded up here, and that is Riley Bird, driving car number 084. Riley, congratulations. First Monday Night Madness win. How does this one feel?
Yeah, thanks. It feels pretty good. I was getting nervous the last few laps there. I saw Andrew coming behind me, and I knew I couldn't make any mistakes, and I knew lap traffic was right there, and it was just one of those deals where single monitor, you can't really see what's beside you, so it was tough, but we did what we could, and we came out with the win.
How was your car, though, in the first half of this race?
The car was pretty hooked up on the bottom, to be honest with you. I was running the bottom in the 305 race, and I noticed it was working, and then I was like, well, I'll just stick with the 360, so I did that, and then, yeah, it was good the first half, and the second half I noticed coming off the corner was starting to get real slick, so that made it tough, but just throttle control kept her straight, and that's what worked.
So yeah, like you said, Smith was closing in on you on those final laps. Just what were you thinking coming to the end? Were you just hoping, man, come on, lap traffic, let me go by?
Oh, pretty much, honestly. I kept trying to look to the sides with the wheel, but there was nothing you could really see, to be honest with you. It was just hoping for the best and praying it worked out.
Gonna race the Rebels in a couple minutes or no?
Probably won't see me for that one. I think my
Okay.
IL's too high from last week.
All right. Well, he's gonna celebrate it then. Well, who do you want to give shout outs to on the run?
509 Sports Online, Schwiegen Speedway, Glen Stars Racing, and you guys for putting on the show. It's lots of fun and super fun to be a part of the league this year.
All right. Enjoy this win, man. Congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
Riley Burr celebrating in Cool Ray Victory Lane. And with that being said, we will pop up our official results here from tonight. Is Riley Bird takes the victory. Andrew Smith finishing second. Dustin Sargent third. Doyle Lawrence fourth. Mike Schultz rounding out the top 5. Isaac Salas finishing in seventh. Final car on the lead lap. Interesting race as a whole. I think maybe a cleaner race than we thought here for our C Division Raiders. And so with that being said, we're going to step aside and take our first break of the evening. And when we come back, we're going to get to the B division for the Rebels here at Kokomo Speedway. Stay with us on the Coast to Coast Racing Network.
This October, some of iRacing's best dirt racers come together for one of the biggest A-days ever. All dirt roads lead to Charlotte and the Dirt Track Bank World Finals, presented by the Dirt Alliance. Fixed 360s, Pro Late models, and small block modifieds collide for 7 action-packed nights in a pursuit of a guaranteed purse of $1,500. 3 champions and an overall world champion will be crowned. Register now for this great event. Go to c2crl.com for more information. The World Finals run from October 21st to the 27th. 100% of registration goes to Mission 22 in their fight to end veteran suicide. A joint effort between the Coast to Coast Racing League, Friday Night Lights, and Dirt Track Bank, a division of Malvern Bank. Don't miss it.
in our industry.
The lifetime parts and labor warranty is pretty awesome. Basically, all the parts are covered, the labor and everything.
When we say lifetime, we mean lifetime, and it's supported with money-back guarantees. And with that, you're getting all qualified technicians that are going to ensure that this job is done perfectly and operates perfectly throughout the life of the unit.
Learn more about our Coolray lifetime parts and labor warranty at Coolray.com. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
The 50th Napa Super Dirt Week, October 3rd through the 9th. Racing, music, camping, and more. It's the 50th running of racing's biggest party, October 3rd through the 9th at Oswego Speedway. Don't miss the superstars of dirt car racing go wheel to wheel. Then stay for the live music and entertainment. Get your tickets now at superdirtweek.com or call 844-DIRT-TICKS. Be there.
This October, some of iRacing's best dirt racers come together for one of the biggest A-days ever. All dirt roads lead to Charlotte and the Dirt Track Bank World Finals, presented by the Dirt Alliance. Fixed 360s, Pro Late models, and small block modifieds collide for 7 action-packed nights in a pursuit of a guaranteed purse of $1,500. 3 champions and an overall world champion will be crowned. Register now for this great event. Go to c2crl.com for more information. The World Finals run from October 21st to the 27th. 100% of registration goes to Mission 22 in their fight to end veteran suicide. A joint effort between the Coast to Coast Racing League, Friday Night Lights, and Dirt Track Bank, a division of Malvern Bank. Don't miss it.
Welcome back to the excuse me. Welcome back to the Coast to Coast Racing Network. Getting set to go for Rebels. Coverage of the Rebels are brought to you by our friends at Langdon Mechanical. Marty Scala with you alongside Isaac Salas. We've got just under 20 Rebels with us here in the B division as we get set to go here. We'll have a 25 lap feature with our B division tonight over this, and let's give you the point standings coming on in. Chad Cote currently leads the points. We'll pop him up here on the screen. There is the Goose. Currently leads with 227 points. Donovan Ross is second with 204 points. Dean Reynolds is third with 201. G.J. Boydell is fourth, 182 points. Bob Everson is fifth with 164 points. So, we know the Rebels here, Isaac. I say it every single week. Expect anything and everything. What could happen here tonight with our B division?
Well, it could be one of the greatest shows we've ever seen, or one of the biggest bleep shows we've ever seen. But honestly, though, I really do expect a lot of awesome racing. I think it's going to be multi-groove racetrack by the end of the feature, and I think there's going to be some pretty awesome finishes and battles that come out of this.
Absolutely. Here are your current times at the moment. Chad Cote, the quickest. First time we've had a 10-second lap time, I believe, today. A 10:7.81. Kevin Fry is second. He has a 10:8.41. And then Aiden Young is third at a 10:89. Dan McLaren second. Fourth, 10:91. And then Donovan Ross has an 11-second time. So, set to go here for ABR Setup Shop qualifying. As drivers are just about set to hit the track right now, and here we go for 2 laps. You've got 3 minutes to complete 2 laps. And first driver to take to the racetrack, Aiden Young in car number 69. Young back in the sprint cars. Second start of the season for him in our B division. As first lap is underway, goes 10.679 on lap number 1. Kevin Fry, though. Aiden Young trying to improve on that time. Here comes Fry off of turn number 4, looking to beat that time. Quick time! Brian Dickens goes 10.538. The first 10.5 second lap of the day. Wow, that's impressive there, Isaac. Devo, though, the quickest in sector 2, goes. Bad man.
Oh, I was just saying that's like a lot quicker than what I qualified with, like a whole 10th.
Schatzer jumps up to 7th on the track, and now we go to the Ayla Outlaw, Preston Cranmer. Cranmer goes 9th quick at a 11.18. Much better lap coming up here. Let's check the time for Preston. Goes 6th at a 10:88. And now we go to Chad Cote on the racetrack in car number 11, the Highline machine. See where he goes on lap number 1. Not a pole lap. He's 10th quick. 11:19 on lap number 1 for the Goose. Better lap here on lap number 2. Let's see where he goes. 5th quick. 10:77. Under a minute to go in qualifying. Let's give you the list of drivers that cannot qualify. Dan McLaren, G.J. Boydell, Bob Everson, Jack Clevenger with heat EOLs. Nobody going to the rear for the feature. And I think that is going to do it here for qualifying unless we get a last-second entry. Our winner, by the way, last week at Williams Grove Speedway was Kevin Fry. Another fantastic race there at the Grove. One of the best nights last week, by the way, Isaac. That was awesome.
I'm just upset that I missed it. That's the problem.
Yeah. Damn work.
I know. I was there till frickin' 7
Rip. So Brian Dickens
without being
takes
able to drive.
the fast time award, and so now we go to our first heat brought to you by Langdon Mechanical. Here's how the lineup looks. It's Steve Bixler, the mayor, next to Preston Kramer, the Outlaw, in row number 1. Row 2, the Flying Fry, Kevin Fry in the 21, Brian Dickens in the 122. Row number 3, Bruce Hilton in the 10, Bob Evertson in the 008, the eventful one. And then Soupy Dan McLaren starts from 7th. Look at this. Bruce Hilton had to ruin it for everyone. Look at this. Everyone has a custom number except for Brucey. Damn it. Here's how I know it's this. I went to scheme on trading paints just to look at the template of it. There's no number on the template. You wonder what that means? He has an iRacing number stamped over it. It's okay, Bruce. We're just messing around with you. So now that it's sunny and looks a whole lot better, here's a look from our Ace Designs drone. Ace Designs, a new sponsor with the Coast to Coast Racing League. Providing rendering similar to what iRacing does for the eNASCAR Coca-Cola iRacing series. Free rendering going to the winner of each Hometown Heroes 305 series. So Isaac, what are you watching out for here in this heat race?
I'm definitely watching out for Brian Dickens on that high side because I got a pretty good idea that he ran the high side for that fast lap, and if he's running tenth of a second quicker than the rest of the qualifiers, I'd love to see what he can do in a heat race.
Let us know who you're rooting for in chat. We got Joe rooting for Steve Bixler, and we got Peyton rooting for a guy not in the race. He's rooting for Isaac.
Oh, thanks.
You got a fan, dude. You got a broadcast fan. As we're green for heat 1. Oh no! Bixler sideways from the pole already. Brian Dickens looked to go up 3 spots in 1 lap. He's done it! Wow! The ultimate rare 3 for 1. Attention, Kmart shoppers. Dickens is on a rail right now at the moment. Meanwhile, you've got McLaren and Grantmer battling for 3rd, Isaac.
Yeah, and you know, honestly, if you look at McLaren, where he started it in 7th, which was last, and he's making almost quick work of these guys as well.
Everton started in 6th, by the way, too, so keep that in mind. Kevin Fry, final transfer spot in 4th. Up by 2 seconds on Preston Cranmer, but Brian Dickens is pretty much checked out of the field. 1.1 second advantage on Bob Evertson, that 008. Everyone riding the high side here at the moment, Isaac. Are they trying to see if come feature time they can try and get some energy on the bottom?
I think so. I think as long as, well, the high side is going to be really quick during these heat races, but if you can kind of scrub it off and have just the bottom left for the feature, it makes it a lot of fun.
So Dickens wins the heat, Everton 2nd, McLaren 3rd, Fry 4th. Everyone else will go to the B main. Under 24 cars here, so everyone does make the features. That B main will just be for extra practice. Second heat race brought to you by Magnum Race Design. Let's line them up this way. Ralph Connor Jr. and Donovan Ross on row number 1. Chad Cote and Aiden Young make up row number 2. Jeff Sharp is on the inside of row number 3. Austin Marlett starting from 6th spot in the 999 machine. Hello to Brandon Ishkanian rooting for Preston. Drivers tonight are following the Steve King Foundation Pace Truck, formed to help the dirt track community across the country by providing financial assistance to drivers, pit crew members, race officials, track ops personnel, or the immediate families of those individuals who suffer serious illness, injury, or death. This looks like a stacked heat, Isaac. I can just sense it.
Yeah, well, they're all going to be stacked here from here on out, but this is definitely some heavy hitters, especially for the Rebels here. I think Devo is in a pretty awesome spot. I'd like to see what Chad can get done from the inside of the second row here.
While we were at it, I want to take an opportunity. I think, should not hold that thought. I think we're going to go green this time by, and we are. Ross and Connor, bring us to the green. Devo getting away with the advantage. Aiden Young is up to second. Meanwhile, Chad Cote tries to make a run up on the top shelf of Connor for third. Wreck-It Ralph now off to a good start, down 2 positions. Marlett wants the final transfer spot on Cote. Not working out just yet, Isaac. While Ross leads, he's got a challenger in Aiden Young.
Yeah, Aiden's all over him, and he's running even a little bit higher through him and through both corners. So, I mean, it's a dangerous game up there, but if he can make it work and Devo slips up in just the slightest, then I think, oh, like that, he hit the wall.
Yep, not what he wants to do there. Aiden, both of the drivers did 11.06s. Who does a 10-second lap? Neither one. Ross was better by 400ths. Young fights back, takes a peek underneath here for the race lead. Is it going to work? No, it cannot. Ross with a better line off turn number 4. 3 to go in heat race number 2. Aiden Young, though, through the quickest lap of the heat. 11.03. This lap probably going to be the same, but Ross is up on the wall. 2 to go, Isaac.
Yeah, here we go with the... Oh, they made contact.
Nice save from Devo. Aiden still got some time to work. Final lap, and Ross is about to turn the Jets up on Aiden Young. You know Devo's doing good when... Devo's doing good. You know what that means? He's gone to Dingus already.
Oh, the transfer spot.
Oh, Austin Marlett edges out Chad Cote, the points leader. Has to go to the B main. Let's take a look and see what happened there. Did Marlett get a slider to work to the inside?
It
Oh,
worked,
no.
but not really.
And look, oh my goodness, the wheelie from Chad. He did a John Force across the line.
I bet he won't be happy with that.
That's a tough break. Yeah, the Goose will not be happy for sure. Alrighty, heat race number 3 brought to you by the Salty Dogs. Oh, we love our Salty Dogs. Comprised of many of the senior members of the Coast to Coast Racing League have been released from the home to create havoc and chaos on the track. When 3 or more dogs are in a race, a dog bone will be awarded to the highest finisher. Here's how they line up for this heat race. Mike Schultz and Kurt Schatzer on row number 1. Pat Boyce, Joseph Grandy in row 2. Gary Taylor and Jason Sams in row 3.
I'm liking the look of Kurt Schatzer on the outside of the front row here.
Me too. You know,
he's been strong here lately in sprints.
Absolutely. Here we go as we're green. Yep, you called a shot in notch. Oh my. Jason Sams goes around and somehow nobody else did. Meanwhile, Schatzer leading lap number 1. He's pulled away from Mike Schultz. Joseph Grandy, who started in 4th. Quickest of everyone, was 3rd quick in time trials. Looks underneath on Mike Schultz, does not work for the spot. You think Grandy's got a chance here at Kurt Schatzer or not really?
I don't think he has a chance at Kurt Schatzer, but I think he definitely has something for second at least. It's all going to come down to mistakes here. I think the big thing is since they're on the same line.
On board with Joseph. Joseph underneath he goes on Schultz off of 2. Doesn't work. Oh no!
Randy.
Grandy goes around, he hit the Tory tire. And that puts the captain, Gary Taylor, into the final transfer spot. And we've got our top four, Schatzer, Schultz, Boyce, and Taylor. Show you real quick at what happened with Joseph. I think he just got a little bit too loose coming on in. He tried to apex it perfectly and just got too low entering turn 3, Isaac, as Schatzer's coming off turn 4 to win this heat.
Yeah, that was really good performance by Kurt. But I think the big thing there was when you're tucked in behind somebody like Joseph was, that it makes it pretty hard to stay behind him for a little bit there, and it gets very frustrating. And I think he just wanted to go for too much, and it'll cost you. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but we do have somebody joining us here in the Zoom call.
Oh, we have an impromptu guest. Oh my goodness, can it be Dean from his hotel room? Oh my goodness. Dino is
18-hour
here.
days. He gets off work and he comes to work.
Hang on, we'll try and pot him in here in just a moment. Hang on. Dean, can you hear us?
I don't think he's in our Discord.
He's not, but I muted myself. Oh, let's try that now. Dean, you got us?
I can hear you.
Oh, he's got us.
Sweet.
What are you thinking of the racing so far, boss?
I just logged in, and unfortunately, though, I think on YouTube it's a delay, but, you know, I missed my Monday nights. I just got back from the track. We went to a quick dinner. I'm back in the room getting ready to do some work, and I'm logged in to watch.
Nice. Where's dinner at?
Actually, dinner was at the Radisson Golf Course because we had that golf tournament for charity, and they invited the workers to come on over and have part of the buffet.
Nice.
Oh, I wish I would have been there.
Yeah, I saw Max's Tiger Prince.
How did Slide Job do in the first race?
Like seventh. But no incidents. 2, I guess.
It's better than 8th, my friend.
Yeah.
Better than 8th. Well, our B main's about to get started here.
But no, I just wanted to come in and say hey.
Absolutely, man. All right, bud, enjoy the race.
All right, guys, I'm going to enjoy. Have fun tonight, man.
Will do. So.
Awesome. Thank you, Dean.
Later, guys. Good seeing you. Isaac, I'll see you in a couple days, my friend. Marty, I'll see you in a couple days.
See you in a few
Will
days.
do. All depends on COVID.
Yeah, get better, man.
Will do.
Isaac, beer in hand, I'll see you.
Beer in hand. I love it.
Beer in hand.
I love it.
Later.
Later. All right, that was Dean just coming in to say hello.
And while we were having that, Chad Cote has, I think, taken a little bit of the frustration from his heat race and just tried to put it into this B main. But I mean, Preston's put up a really good battle here on the bottom.
Preston half-second behind on Cote. Threw it in turns 3 and 4. It looked like he handled that really well on the bottom there. But slid up a little bit too much. Quickest lap, by the way, that time. 11:22, so something's working out well for the Outlaw. Look at the send. Wow!
Yeah, that is. I think that low side may be coming in here pretty soon.
Oh my!
Oh man!
It deep.
We got a battle now.
Look at this. Brennan Lacey, take notes, my friend. You got a challenger. That's a 1092 lap, folks. Oh!
Full contact.
What a save! 2 to go in this B main. Wow, he cleared
slides
him.
up.
Preston
Man, they're putting on a show here.
Is throwing wicked good sliders here. Unbelievable. He's going to steal this B main from Cote here. Cote second, then 6 seconds back, over half track. You got Jason Sams, Joseph Grandy, Steve Bixler, Jeff Sharp, Bruce Hilton. So Dean is at Super Dirt Week right now at his hotel in Oswego. He is not in his Syracuse apartment. And so doing some work right now and hanging out with the guys.
That was a really good job by Preston Kramer.
Absolutely, that was impressive.
Something about that hip surgery must have helped him out here.
Absolutely. All right, so we got a couple of messages in here. Everyone's saying hi to Dean. Brandon says, let's go. All right, so Tyler Wilson, he really liked this a lot. So obviously there was an echo. I'm trying to talk with Dean and I'm trying to talk to you guys at the same time. Tyler says the slight echo from you talking to Dean makes you sound like you're over the PA system at the grandstands. I like it. That's true. That's true. I kind of thought of that too. Devo says my toter is already pointed towards Knoxville. Let's see here. OG Josh rooting for Kurt Schatzer and Chad Cote. Oh, Mike says Penny and Posse Bruce, when it comes to the number change, did it on purpose. I had a feeling that was why. So, anyway, Aiden Young quickest 11:301. Devo second quick and 11:32, just 13 thousandths off the pace. Cote just moved up to third. He's 15 thousandths off. Schatzer fourth, half a tenth off the pace, as Kevin Fry says, let's go slideways. Oh, there goes Preston. We always keep it on crash mode in case we get a wild wreck like what happened to Everson at Lernerville. Oh, so this is interesting. As McLaren goes up on his side and rides the fence. Top 14 all spread out by 3/4 of a second. We got a competitive field here tonight.
And it's just the Rebels.
Yeah.
I don't mean to knock any of these guys. These guys are awesome sprint car drivers. They really are.
They're really good, for sure. All right, warm-ups are in the books. Young is the quickest. We're set to go for race number 2 of the evening. Let's meet the field in the Super Dirt Car Series starting lineup. On the front row, Brian Dickens, the number 122, and next to him, Donovan Ross in car number 5. Row 2, Superman Kurt Schatzer in the 218. And the eventful one, Bob Everson in the 008. Row 3, Aiden Young in the 69 and Mike Schultz in the 16. Row number 4, Soupy Dan McLaren in the 88 and Ralph Connor Jr. in the 54. Rounding out the top 10, Pat Boyce in the 41 and Kevin Fry, the Flying Fry, in the 21. Row 6, Austin Marlett in the 999 and the captain Gary Taylor in the 34. Here's how the rest of the field looks. Row 7, Ayla Outlaw, Preston Cranmer in the 07, and the Goose Chad Cote in the 11. Row 8, Jason Sams in the 911, and Joseph Grady in the 518. Row number 9, the Mayor Steve Bixler in the 75, Jeff Sharp in the 28, and rounding out the field tonight, Bruce Hilton in car number 10. All right, time for predictions here. Who are you going with, Isaac?
Honestly, Brian looked super strong during that race, but I'm gonna go with him. I'm gonna go with my gut. I got Brian Dickens. Don't let me down,
yeah,
buddy.
Brian. Yeah. That's a good pick. I'd go with Dickens too, but I want to be different. Give me Devo for the win.
Okay. I got my hard charger as Chad.
And he's won races at small tracks before, like Kokomo, won at Lima Land in the past. So we're set to go Dylan Westbrook Racing Start. Glad you could join us here for the second race of the evening with the Rebels. Week number 3. Here's the Dylan Westbrook Racing Start. Dickens and Ross, let's go. 3 wide for third already and a big wreck. Oh my goodness. Well, we've done it once again, ladies and gentlemen. In the words of Rick Eshelman. Wait, no caution, never mind.
No caution.
What? We scattered and covered them once again at a Waffle House, and we stay under the green flag. Meanwhile, it's Devo leading, Bob Everson second, Aiden Young third, and Dickens has already fallen back to fifth.
Holy smokes.
Not sure what happened to him.
Aiden Young coming to join this battle here.
Aiden Young currently running in third spot. Let's go to the best battle on the racetrack. Here comes Kurt Schatzer. We're 4 wide in turn 4. You wanted the best, you got him 4 abreast. Schatzer up the wall. Look who else is coming. The Outlaw, Preston Cradmer, rocking the bottom side. Same way he beat Cote. Oh my, watch out for him closely here, Isaac.
Yeah, he's cooking.
He really
He's
is
in the top
cooking.
10.
He's getting held up though by Dan McLaren. Let's go to Austin Marlin. How about his start? Up 7 positions. Got to deal with Schatzer for the 4th spot. 1.3 back on Aiden Young. Meanwhile, 7 laps are currently in the books. Devo currently leading. Now we got trouble.
Caution.
And the caution's out. Mike Schultz and Bruce Hilton. Oh boy, the Penyan posse is going to be quiet tomorrow night at the sports bar. Here's what happened. Oh, you know what? Mike looked underneath on Preston. They touched and just throwed it on out, and Hilton with nowhere to go. A 3-car jam session. Right on board here with Mike. That's a wild ride. Now let's go back here real quick because we got some time. And this will be the only shot we have of it. What in the world happened here at the start and we got no yellow?
Pace lights are out.
Okay. Look at that.
Halfway on the backstretch.
5 cars, scattered, smothered, and covered.
Back to green. Oh! Someone got loose.
Ross holding serve for right now, but Everson starts to close it up top. Everson goes higher up in 3 and 4 while Devo plays defense. Ross continues to lead him out by a car length. 9 laps are in the books. 3 cars under a blanket in the battle for the race lead. Ross, Everson, Aiden Young. Here comes the eventful one looking for the race lead. Not working. Ross got the bottom line working out pretty well, but Everson uses the top shelf where Mama hides the cookies to swing things up and take the race lead away from Ross. What a pass from the 008 of Bob Everson. Isaac, that was pretty sweet.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet. And from what it looks like is we're going to start getting into pretty thick, heavy lap traffic here in about a couple laps.
We're working on it right now. Gary Taylor, the first driver. Leaders are approaching. Wow! Watch out for Donovan. He's not giving up here on Bob. Meanwhile, Aiden Young third, Kurt Schatzer fourth, Brian Dickens rounding out the top 5, trying to recover after a tough start. Oh, look out, contact with Marlett for fifth. Trouble, Pat Boyce has crashed, takes it into pit lane, no caution. Here we go for the lead. Ross taking a look underneath, 10 to go. Aiden Young looks to go through the outside for second. And he gets the door shut on Everson, but Aiden moves up to P2. Donovan Ross goes to the inside. Contact with the leader. Oh, Devo, what a save, baby. Wow, but he falls all the way back to 4. He was hoping for a caution to come out for that slow car. I think it was Joseph Grandy.
Oh, Joseph Grandy wrecked. it just looked like he had no fuel. He was going so slow around the bottom.
Take a look. Not the yellow that Devo wanted, because that puts him all the way back to 4th. With just about a handful of laps left. Yeah, you see. He got the car going there. You see the wheels are still moving. Oh, you know what? The car was stopped. You know what? Hang on a second. If we rewind this and look closely. Nope, I'm just seeing things. He may have run out of fuel. I don't know. One to green. Oh boy. We've got 7 laps left, and we got at least 4 cars to have a shot at winning. Everton leads, Aiden Young second, Kurt Schatzer third, Donovan Ross is 4th. Here we go into the Mission 22 restart zone, back racing. Everton checks out like a bat out of hell as Aiden Young still tries to find a way to close on in. Gap is a car length off of 3 and 4. 6 laps to go. Schessler trying to find a way to get in this battle, but right now not working out for him at all. Isaac, if you're Aiden Young, he's trying to make a run underneath here. Everton struggles off of turn 4, and Young is right there, Isaac.
Chad in the wall.
Oh no, Cote.
And Marlett.
Caution. And Young just about made the pass for the lead and could not cross the line.
Marlett pinched Chad up into the wall.
He's lost the top wing like a chicken with his head cut off. Contact with Kramer first with a 999, and here's the pinch you were talking about. Wow, what a ride. And there goes the top wing. Oh, and Grandy had to deal with some net code there. There's the slight contact with Preston. Cote pretty much gave him all but the kitchen sink at him. All right, this puts Schatzer and Ross back in this game, but Everton definitely taking a good breath after what just happened there, Isaac.
Yeah, I think that the pressure is slowly starting to get to him because Aiden is there. He's keeping up with him lap for lap, so we'll see what happens here.
4 to go, back to green. Oh, Everton scrapes the wall. Aiden Young trying to stay off her, which he does. Big boost off for turn 2 for the 69. Down to the inside. 3 to go.
Problems for Cote.
Cote off the pace at 9th. Schatzer a big send to turn 1, rides the wall. Here comes Aiden though, takes a peek down to the inside off for 4. 2 laps to go, Aiden's right there. Schatzer's right there as well. Top 3 all up in the wall. Young takes a look to the inside. There goes Young. Slide job, 69, nice. Final lap is underway. Crisscross from Bob Everton. It's gonna work, it's not. Everton, one last slider in the tank. Everton sends it in. Aiden Young takes the win. Wow.
Holy smokes.
What a finish. Oh man, if you don't like that, get in your car and go home. That was awesome.
That was incredible.
Young takes the win here. Excuse me, his first in Monday Night Madness in a while. We got to go back and watch those final laps once again. That was... Gonna watch for the aerial shot here from our Ace Designs drone. Once again, it's we queue up the top 3. Isaac, that was intense to watch.
Yeah, I Honestly, I think the biggest thing I was nervous about was Kurt just kind of coming in there and sneaking around the both of them as they were battling each other so hard. But yeah, that was a battle if I've ever seen one. And honestly, big respect to Bob for not completely just slamming the door right in front of Aiden when
Absolutely.
Aiden had that huge run. Could have wrecked both of them right there.
That slider from the 69. This one, I think it's this one right here. Yes, this is the slider that won Aiden Young the race. Right there. That was a nice slider, and I really mean it. From that 69 car.
Perfect. Coming from the one with the name slide job, that was a perfect slide job right there.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's how the finish looked, folks. All right, let's talk with our third place finisher here in Kurt Schatzer. Kurt, how much fun was that race?
Yeah, Marty, that was a lot of fun there. We, I don't know, it looked good on the broadcast there. It was a lot of fun there. I wish I could have got up there and traded a little bit more with Aiden and Everson up there.
What more did you potentially need for the top two?
I got banged up early on the first lap there. So I caught somebody that got sent up there in front of me and had to fight back. So I lost a few positions. I had to fight back. I believe if I made it through that first lap there better, I'd have had a better outcome there towards the end.
Who do you want to give shout-outs to?
Everybody on the team there, Hammer Down Racing, Brandon Templeton, Brian Dickens, Joe Halter, sponsors, Got Your Six Racing Network, Third Tracker Bank, Beyond Hour Wraps, you guys in the broadcast doing a good job. Roger and Preston giving us a place to race.
All right, man. We'll let you go. Great job.
Thank you. See ya.
You too. Kurt Schatzer finishing in third spot. Let's go to Bob Everson, who finishes in second. Bob, great run tonight, man. What more did you need for Aiden?
I just needed better control of my car. He was super fast. I think he was running the bottom, and he just had it down well enough he could stay right on my bumper, and all it took is me making a little mistake, getting into the wall, and he pulled, as we were talking, the slider of his career, and it worked out perfect. So congratulations to him. It was a fun race.
Yeah, what a beautiful slider that was. We saw you going for that slider. Just take us through your perspective of going for it in that final lap.
I knew I had to give myself a chance, right? But my goal was he would make a mistake while I pulled the slider, maybe get a little nervous, make a mistake, and I could come all the way up to the wall. But once I saw it wasn't going to be quite clear, I just took the P2 for what it was, and we'll give him the win tonight.
Who do you want to give shout-outs to on the run?
We'll give Black Bullet Racing, my team, a shout-out. Nuke's Performance. Check them out for your setups. Got Giddings Mobile Repair, DuBois Welding, Derek G LLC, and Dubby. Thank everyone for tuning in to C2C. Thank you guys for doing the broadcast and putting on a great league.
Absolutely, man. Great job tonight.
Thank you. We could have had a little better, but it is what it is.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. Nice job, man.
Have a good night.
By the way, Isaac, the final lap just reminded me of that one meme I posted in the lounge a couple nights ago. Nobody. Track announcer. Slide job.
Yeah, that was us.
Yeah, that's us. All right, let's go to Cool Ray Victory Lane, and you see the sponsor there on the car. Aiden Young back in Victory Lane. First off, when was the last time you won with us in Monday Night Madness?
Oh, I think the last time I won was in the Renegades. My first ever win in the Renegades.
At Lernerville, right?
Yes, sir.
Came back, I think, maybe a year ago. I wanted to make sure before I set it on the air, so. Wow. How about that slider?
For not being too good at sliders, I'm surprised it worked.
That was an awesome race, man. From fifth to first, just talk about how fast your car was the entire way.
It was just a rocket all night, and I was just trying to be smart and get my safety rating and stuff down for the league, and just hope for keeping it clean.
Absolutely. When you passed Everson the first time, I think that was on the, I think it was the inside. I can't remember what line it was. I think it was the outside. You made the pass work, but then a caution came out before you got to the line. What were the thoughts inside the car?
My heart hit my stomach.
I had a feeling you were gonna say that. And then what were you thinking inside the car trying to recover from that?
Yeah, just trying to pass him cleanly and just not wreck him. Just wherever I finished, I finished.
So next week, I'm sorry, I shouldn't mention next week. We've got the Renegades coming up. You plan to do that as well?
Well, I'm unfortunately not eligible due to the league safety stuff from Williams Grove.
Gotcha. All right, man. Who do you want to give shout-outs to tonight?
I gotta thank Kool-Aid as always. Andy's a huge supporter of my stuff, and obviously the Gamble Motorsports team. And you guys for broadcasting, my family for letting me do this every night almost, and you guys for broadcasting.
All right. We'll let you go, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Aiden Young taking the win in Cool Ray Victory Lane. A great win for him tonight. Alrighty, with that being said, we are going to take a look at our results here. It's Aiden Young taking home the victory. Bob Everson second. Kurt Jetzer third. Brian Dickens fourth. And Preston Cranmer is fifth. By the way, Preston is our Hard Charger Award, up 8 spots from 13th to 5th. Not bad of a run for him as well. And a tough break, Isaac, for Donovan Ross, who led this race early and then just lost it on the middle side. It just lost energy.
Yeah, I mean, that's sadly the way that some things are done on racing. You know, you get an unfortunate caution, puts you back into 4th place, and you know, if you were on a green flag run, you could have had a chance with them, but everybody gets to reset, gets to refocus, and then you just can't get back by them.
Absolutely. By the way, Dino picked Schatzer to win, just a heads up. Devo says, by the way, I need my car to lead right like Aiden's. and then he's I'm sorry. This is funny. Then he says, Dean, beer me. Alrighty. Alright, we're going to go to break here, and when we come back, it is time for the Renegades to duke at it at a little place called Kokomo. Stay with us on the Coast to Coast Racing Network.
This October, some of iRacing's best dirt racers come together for one of the biggest A-days ever. All dirt roads lead to Charlotte, and the Dirt Track Bank World Finals, presented by the Dirt Alliance. Fixed 360s, Pro Late models, and small block modifieds collide for 7 action-packed nights in a pursuit of a guaranteed purse of $1,500. 3 champions and an overall world champion will be crowned. Register now for this great event. Go to c2crl.com for more information. Track Bank, a division of Malvern Bank. Don't miss it.
leader in our industry.
The lifetime parts and labor warranty is pretty awesome. Basically, all the parts are covered, the labor and everything.
When we say lifetime, we mean lifetime, and it's supported with money-back guarantees. And with that, you're getting all qualified technicians that are going to ensure that this job is done perfectly and operates perfectly throughout the life of the unit.
Learn more about our Coolray lifetime parts and labor warranty at Coolray.com. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
The 50th Napa Super Dirt Week, October 3rd through the 9th. Racing, music, camping, and more. It's the 50th running of racing's biggest party, October 3rd through the 9th at Oswego Speedway. Don't miss the superstars of dirt car racing go wheel to wheel. Then stay for the live music and entertainment. Get your tickets now at superdirtweek.com or call 844-DIRT-TICKS. Be there.
We are back here on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. It's set to go for Renegades, brought to you by the Dylan Westbrook Racing. By the way, Dylan Westbrook, if you have not seen it, a playable driver in the new World of Outlaws game. Isaac, have you tried it out yet?
No, I haven't, but I might just because of that right there.
I need to get that. I mean, I haven't played Xbox in a while. I don't know why I haven't done it during COVID time. Probably because I'm used to driving with the wheel and not a controller. But I need to get on that because my buddy, one of my friends that I work with on the late model tour, that's the points leader. He just got an Xbox and just got the Outlaws game. He loves it. So, but anyway, move on to here, Kokomo for the Renegades. I think we all know what the storyline is going to be here. Once again, just by looking at the storyline, it's going to be Brennan Lacey and Patrick Spangler going up against Stephen Goldner. Last season, we had a good race between Lacey and Spangler, but Lacey spun in the final laps of things, even with the fastest car. So Spangler was able to get the win. But it's a new race now. How do you think it's going to be for Brennan Lacey? But there's another guy out there, Stephen Goldner.
Yeah, and I honestly, from what I'm hearing right now, it sounds like Brennan Lacey won't be here tonight.
Wow. So
throw a wrench in there.
So we're gonna have to watch out then for Stephen Goldner then. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, it's all gonna depend on if Spangler feels like the bottom side's gonna be where it's at. I know he has a setup for it, but I know where he loves to run. He has a whole nickname over where he loves to run. But I think it might come down to a couple guys that maybe we don't talk about all the time.
Can confirm, by the way, no Lacey tonight from Patrick Spangler. He is at Lucas Oil watching Dad. Now, is that Lucas Oil Raceway or Lucas Oil Speedway? Probably the track in Wheatland. Anyway, we looked at the man that earlier. You saw the guy that won last week. That was Brandon Dittmer, the Spider Monkey. And what a race he won last week. That was the craziest finish we have ever seen in Renegades history.
I always miss the fun ones, man.
Absolutely.
Always.
But yeah, I'll tell people this because my mic was undone by mistake. You should have heard me. I was screaming my tail off.
I could just about imagine what you look like too.
That's how crazy it was. My mic got unplugged and I didn't even realize it. I was saying some crazy stuff. It was just unbelievable. Anyway, go ahead.
Just a little thing that I guess a lot of people don't know is what I think one of my favorite pastimes when we're racing is actually looking over to you while we're getting like super excited in battles. And like, you guys have no idea how excited Marty truly gets. I love it. It makes it so much fun.
We have done a face cam once. Actually, no, we've done it a couple of times. Last time we did it, I snuck in Yumi and Dean to show our reaction to Dean getting his first win.
I remember that. I remember watching that one over.
Absolutely. So, let's look at the points.
Yeah, Dean was.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. You can go
Yeah,
on with the points here.
Dean was really hyped up too. I could tell he said some words that he couldn't turn the mic on to be set on the air. He was really excited on that. So let's take a look at the standings coming on in here. Brendan Lacey currently leads the point standings, up 33 on Brandon Dimmer. Again, Lacey not here tonight, so we'll use this race as a drop. And then 34 points back is Jesse Atkinson in third. Blake Chapman is fourth with 188 points back. And Stephen Goldner is fifth with 186 points. While we are at it, let's take a look at the schedule coming up next week on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. Tomorrow night, Topside Tuesday, they'll be at I-55, Kokomo, and Charlotte. Let me just make sure I got that right. I-55, Kokomo, and Charlotte tomorrow with the Wingless 360, the 410 Sprint, and the NASCAR trucks. Tomorrow night, Hometown Heroes brought to you by Corey. We've got 305s, 360s, and small big blocks at Lucas Oil, and then Vet 360s at Kokomo. Thursday is Thursday Night Thunder at Lucas Oil. I'll be there for that. We have UMP Modifieds, 358s, and Pro Late models at Lucas Oil. Friday night is Friday Night Lights, where we'll have the small block, the Great Late models, and the 305s at Kokomo. Then next week for Monday Night Madness, we are going to the sprint car capital of the world. We're back at the Knoxville Raceway. That should be a fun one. Last time we were at Knoxville was for our charity event for the Knoxville Nationals. Unbelievable freaking race we had there, Isaac. And it's going to get good once again.
Yeah. Yeah, that race was insane. I remember just getting to watch it. I think I tried for it. I don't think I made it, and I just got to watch, and I was just blown away. Just blown away.
Absolutely. Let's see here. Hello to Gary, by the way, watching, and I can confirm, yes, I will be at the Stampede next week. As long as I can get out of COVID, I'll be good by then. So I'll be there for that. Dean says, woohoo, love me some Knoxville. Oh, yes, we all love Knoxville. And, but there's one place that we love at Knoxville. Actually, I should say one place that Devo loves. So, all right. Believe drivers are in the driver's meet at the moment, so we should be getting into ABR Setup Shop qualifying in just a moment. By the way, once again, Coast to Coast Racing League will be at Super Dirt Week this weekend. You can watch all the action on Dirt Vision. Thursday through Thursday, it is a Thursday-Saturday event for Pro Stocks and 358s, and then Thursday and Sunday for the Super Dirt Car Series and the Sportsman Division. 50th version, I cannot wait for it, regardless of where I'm at. It'll be fun it'll be a lot of fun to cover the event, do some Rain for Race Pro Weekly, some video stuff, some video interviews for Rock Sports Network and stuff like that. Gary says food will be in turn one. Okay, good to know. I am there Friday and Saturday, I want to say. I don't think anything else is happening the night before. But I believe Steel City Stampede is also a packed event when it comes to camping. So I'm gonna need to get there early for a parking spot. So. All right, let's know. What do you guys want to talk about in the chat room? As we're a couple moments away from qualifying. Gary says food will be in turn one. That's at Lernerville, not Oswego. Keep in mind. Just a disclaimer.
I'm actually speaking of that.
Yes.
Oh, my thing just flows network apparently. Speaking of that, I am so excited to see what kind of food is that Oswego?
Oh boy,
Like,
there's a
I
lot.
don't know why.
When they got
That's
first
what
off.
everybody's been saying.
Oh, absolutely, the food's delicious there. I had a couple last year. I got there early in the morning. I got some breakfast there. It was French toast, like actual French toast with bacon on the side, and I think it was like drizzled in whipped cream. It was very
Wow.
good. It may have been drizzled in strawberries and cream, but I asked for without strawberries. I think that was the menu item. They've got these couple different versions of loaded fries at this one food truck. Trying to remember what it was. What I had. I could take a look because I know I took a photo of it. But then again, I have way too much crap that I recorded last year.
Did I believe it was Matt Shepard. Did you see that new paint scheme he has?
That is a
Oh my.
That's a sexy paint scheme.
Wow.
Yes, I'm going to go all the way
I
there.
I was sharing it. I was doing everything.
That's the coolest scheme I've ever seen Matt Shepard drive in. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. That's another thing. I'm very excited to see all the drivers. You know, it's a very different field over there. So I'm excited
you'll
to
see Matt
see
Shepard,
some people.
Stuart Friesen, Max McLaughlin, Matt Williamson is the defending two-time winner. Peter Britton, Anthony Perego. It's gonna
I'm
be
glad that I
awesome.
know some of these names. I've been doing my homework.
Yeah, I'm planning on talking with Stewie on Zoom Wednesday, just to get ready for the event. Let's see if I got anything else here. Max and I are good buds, and so we'll always talk a lot of good stuff in the day. Get ready for a late night party. I'll say
Honestly,
that as
I'm
well.
excited because I know Kenny Wallace is gonna be there.
Oh yes.
I think
I can't wait.
that'll
for
be a
Herman.
fun one to. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for her.
Yeah.
All right,
So-
here we go. We're advancing.
Okay, here we go. We just had to do our little Super Dirt Week talk. So
There we go. Yeah, sorry guys.
Yes.
I'm getting excited.
Yeah. All right, ABR Sub Shop qualifying on the racetrack right now. First driver to take to the speedway, the high side banger, Patrick Spangler. Lap 1 underway for the two-time defending champ with a new... Whoa, hold the phone. New scheme
Yeah,
for
that paint.
Patrick.
Yeah, that paint's hot.
Spangler sets the bar 10.826. John High looks like he's quicker. See here how he does. Kevin Fry goes quickest. 10.82 for the Flying Fry. Nice lap for him. Beautiful lap. Got by 8 thousandths of a second. Donovan Ross goes 6th quickest in Sector 1 at a 10.90. Dan McLaren 5th quick time. Blake Chapman 10.564 for the driver, the number 20. Second lap time, he's quicker.
Oh my.
A 10.501. I was about to freak out if he went a 10.4. All right, now we got the Pink Panther on the racetrack, and Jesse Atkinson, lap 1, goes 10.90. That's 8th quick for Jesse. Better on lap 2, 7th quick, 10.86. Zach Neubauer on lap number 1, he goes 10th at a 10.91. Steven Goldner goes 2nd quick at a 10.59. Neubauer looking for a better lap, and he is slower. Tyler Wilson, 4th quick on lap 1, at a 1082. Brandon Dittmer, meanwhile, looking for a much better lap. I believe scraped the wall. Oh! Ran out of gas, I think. 11th quick. Got off the gas before he got to the line. 1089. Now is Kyle Moonen, 16th quickest. And so, with that, as I take a look here at the pit notes, that will do it here for qualifying. And with a quick time of a 10:5:01 in the number 20, ladies and gentlemen, it's the salesman, Blake Chapman, who is looking for the one that got away last week to come back to him. So it's time for heat race number 1, brought to you by Langdon Mechanical. Here's how they line up. Gentleman Jack Hitt and Joe Backus on row number 1. You got the Cowboy Tyler Wilson and the salesman Blake Chapman in row 2. Zach Neubauer and the Outlaw Preston Cranmer in row number 3. And in row 4, we've got the Desert Demon Terry Landis and the Professor John Hine.
That's a stacked heat.
Absolutely. Believe as well, we do think we've got a full field of 24, if not 23. Field is rolling here for Heat 1 again. This will determine our pole sitter for tonight. Lights are off as we go green this time. Joe Backus and Jack Hitt on the front row. Here we go. Wild start here. We're 3 wide for third off the corner. Chapman gets the advantage up a spot. Neubauer and Wilson battle for the 4th position. Nothing working there. Oh no! Backus is in the wall, loses 2 because of it. But Chapman up to 2nd, and hang on, John Hine just about made some contact there with Joe Backus, Isaac.
Yeah, I think, whoa, John Hine up in the 5th spot here, trying to get into it. Oh, he's in the wall.
And that just cost him a spot to Zach Neubauer. Back in 6th he goes. And meanwhile, for the race lead, the salesman taking a peek underneath on Jack Hitt. Halfway home in Heat 1. Here's the slider from Blake Chapman. Oh, man. And that cost him 2 spots, actually. Now fights it back to 2nd. May have slipped on the popcorn a little bit. And now Jack Hitt.
Oh, Jack's
up
on the
wall. Blake Chapman says, I'm going to throw some popcorn in your dust. 2 laps to go. 3 cars a chance to win heat race number 1. But the salesman starting to turn the jets up. Final lap underway. Jack Hitt, Tyler Wilson battle for the 2nd position. And you got Backus and Neubauer battling for the final transfer spot. Here's Wilson underneath on Jack Hitt for 2nd. Hitt gets Wilson. Backus 4th. Chapman wins the heat and will start on pole. So Blake Chapman putting up an early offer at the moment. That was a fun heat, Isaac.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie, I knew the high side was gonna be pretty fast, but wow, that was fast. I mean, when you hit the right line, I guess that's what you expect when you got the best guys here.
Go to heat race number 2, brought to you by Magnum Race Design, and here's how your lineup looks. Excuse me, Brandon Dittmer and Bob DeGood on row number 1, Patrick Spangler and Steven Goldner in row 2, Jeff Flero, Randy Shreves in row 3, Barry Goldner and Jeffrey Kemper in row 4.
I'm excited to see if they can do anything trying to get up into the high groove here on this initial start. I saw that, I don't remember, I think it was Jack Hitt got a good start, pulled right up to the top side through 1 and 2, and just, he almost got to keep that lead throughout the entire race.
Absolutely.
So, we'll see if Brandon can do the same thing here.
Who's going to start on the outside of row 1? About to find out. Spider Monkey, D good. Bring us to green. Dittmer immediately slides up. There's some contact immediately. And look at the high side banger. 2 for 1 at discount in a lap at the grocery store. Goldner gives Dittmer a little bit of a bumper. Lap 1 led by Spangler. Dittmer, Goldner, Shreve stacks up from 4th on back. Wild scrimmage going on there, Isaac.
Yeah, Kemper went around the outside of Randy right there for the final transfer spot. Oh, we got contact in the wall.
Oh boy, D good and Flero and Barry are going at it, and Barry has stopped it. Meanwhile, half-second lead for Spangler on Dittmer at the moment. Kemper with the final transfer spot over Shreves after what happened there. But Kemper up in the wall. See if that allows Shreves to close in. Patrick Spangler is running laps like it's nobody's business. You know, remember, they call him the high side banger. He's making it work. Only guy running 10-second laps for right now to everyone else's 11s. Now, this time just about identical laps amongst the top 3. Final lap underway for Spangler. Dittmer and Goldner battle for a second. Fourth spot is Kemper. Oh boy! Dittmer rolled the wall. They're trying to fight it back. Nice defensive move from Goldner, who takes second from Brandon Dittmer. And they sped at the end. Nice 360 from the Spider Monkey.
Good save.
Spangler wins the heat. I will start from position number 2. Third heat race is brought to you by the Salty Dogs race team. And the car count tonight is 23 drivers. Donovan Ross and Jesse Atkinson on row number 1. Dan McLaren and Kevin Fry in row 2. Kyle Moonen and Jeff Barker in row 3. And Chris Schaefer starting from 7th tonight. Field rolling as we are set to go. Green winner will start from position number 3. Pace truck is in.
Front row starting spot.
What can Devo do?
Green flag.
Underway for Heat 3. Oh, look at this! Send it, Soupy! Dan McLaren looking for the race lead. He falls back to 4th. Ross and Atkinson going at it for the top spot. Atkinson leads lap 1. Now Kevin Fry taking a look upstairs for 2nd spot. McLaren up on the wall hard! Around he goes like a top! Moonen's also in it. Oh my! What in the world?
Oh my god! Jesse and Kevin go. We've lost. We have lost Marty. He's crying in his seat right now, guys. Jesse Atkinson is actually pulling out a little bit of a lead here on Kevin Fry, and Devo's just waiting for either one of them to make a mistake with 2.5 laps to go. Oh yeah, and I think Jesse's starting to put on the jets here just to try to get away, put some good laps in here. Final lap to go. Oh, Dan McLaren is slow. He's good though. Are you okay?
I don't know if I can make it the rest of the night. I don't know,
Kevin
man.
for second, Devo for third, and Jeffrey Barker for P4 here.
All right, who's ready? Who's ready?
Good job.
Who's ready?
Get the replay out.
Here we go. Oh, wait, this may cut out on us. It did. All right, let's do this again. Wow. Here we go. Look at the wheelie. Oh, my. He used the parking ramp he used the parking victory lane stand as a ramp. Yeah, boy. Who's ready to go on board with this one? We're just getting the right on board. Watch this. Whee! Well, I think I know who we're submitting that to.
Not top 10.
Oh boy, we may make history going back to back.
That was incredible.
All right.
All right.
I'm good. I'm good, even though I can't see through my glasses now.
Oh, what a guy. B-main lineup. Neubauer and Randy Shreves on the front row. Chris Schaefer and John Hine on the second row. Bob the Good and Dan McLaren 5th and 6th here. Terry Landis, Jeff Flaro 7th and 8th. Kyle Moonen and Preston Kramer 9th and 10th. And rounding out the field is Barry Goldner in 11th. I'm trying to help you out here.
I don't blame you. I can see the text fine. I just can't see the cars. I can barely see the cars, but I think I can do it.
Guys,
I'm not kidding.
As I said earlier, do you know how awesome Marty's reactions are that you guys don't get to see? Oh, it was beautiful.
The green flag is out.
Green.
Oh yeah, I gotta put on the graphics too. That's right. Neubauer gets away with a jump off on Randy Shreves. Let's see if Shreves can get a run up on the outside. We had one up in the wall. I want to say that was Flair on the 200. If not, it was Schaefer or McLaren. Neubauer doing a good job of that low line here, Isaac. A lot like what Preston did in the B main of the Rebels. The high side started to take shape.
Might start to be the line here, just kind of what Preston did in the Rebels race here. But they're running pretty similar lap times. Oh,
hang on there. Too. Randy and John getting us nervous up here. Here goes Kyle Moonen. He's working the Lacey line here, looking for second. And he's got on Randy Shreves. Trouble, Schaefer's gone around. Ooh. Keeps it going with no issues. Moonen, quickest car on track, 11:07. He's up to Neubauer looking for the race lead. 4 to go in the B main.
And he's clear.
Oh, he is. He's gone. Lights out. Kyle Moonen to the race lead. Trying to see if those front wheels are coming up. Another good battle. John Hine and Jeff Flaro both ride the wall in turn 4. Oh no, Flaro! Up for the fence he goes!
Oh my! And he keeps going!
What the hell just happened? Final lap is underway. Moonen takes the checkers. Fight. What the hell are we seeing? So if we see this again on the Renegades, I may not have a voice for the weekend. I'm just saying. All right, warm up.
The Renegades have been a blast so far.
Yeah. Warm up watch time. We're gonna step aside here while I go clean my glasses. Isaac can do the talking here for this flatline warm up.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, I don't have the camera what he's pointed on here, just because of setup here. So, I'm going to talk about what's going on here. I think as a racer standpoint, guys, I think this high side is starting to get worn in just a little bit. If you've seen by that B main there, it really did look like that bottom side was the dominant line, especially with how good Kyle Moonen really was down there. And I know that we see in the last race where the low side was dominant back in the Rebels, and people were still up top, you know, and they were making it work. So I think if people start running the low side, start cooking it in, it might go away sooner than, you know, these guys that like to run the bottom wanted to. But on the same side of that, you know, on the opposite side of that coin right there is if you start, you know, running one of the other lines here, you're gonna wear it out, even though we are in just a warm-up. And there's starting to be a little bit of slick in the corners on the bottom, especially in 3 and 4. Not much in 1 and 2 here yet, but 3 and 4 definitely. I really do think that it's all going to come down to timing here. If someone can keep themselves to a point where they know that the high side is starting to go away and the low side is still good, I think that's going to be who makes some positions up. And then when they're both, and it's all slicked off because, you know, there's a lot of cars here, I think it will get slicked off truly, like both lanes, excuse me, and all the track probably will. It's going to be just who can find grip and who can be the easiest on the throttle. And our front 5 are insane. Hell, I mean, you can go to the top 10 and you can find winners from every single one of those guys, but you can't count anybody out. Everyone's good. I don't know. Maybe it's just me being a little bit worse in a sprint car, but it's like you can have any one of these guys win here tonight, especially some of the guys here deep in the pack. You know, I expect a couple hard chargers at least. I think it's going to be a lot of fun here. But yeah, we are 2.5 minutes through our warm-up watch here, and I think if you look, 3 and 4 truly is starting to get slick up on the bottom, so I don't know how much of a line there's going to be for the feature here, but 1 and 2 bottom looks perfect still. Absolutely perfect.
Alrighty.
Welcome back, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Good job.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm going to get me a drink now.
Alrighty.
I'll swap you out here.
Alright, Brandon Dittmer. Quickest here, 11:1:13. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Cool Ray, the Coast to Coast Racing League, the Oswegan Speedway, and all the fine drivers and sponsors, we thank you for choosing to spend your Monday night with us. It's now time to meet the field of 23, ready to take the green for 30 laps of the Kokomo Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the Super Dirt Car Series starting lineup. On pole position, the salesman Blake Chapman in the number 20, and the high side banger Patrick Spangler in the 39. Row number 2, the Pink Panther Jesse Atkinson in the 127, and Gentleman Jack Hitt in the 217. Row number 3, Stephen Goldner in the 30, and the Flying Fry Kevin Fry in the 21. Row number 4, it's the Cowboy Tyler Wilson in the 042, and the Spider Monkey Brandon Dittmer in the 83. Rounding out the top 10 tonight is Devo, Donovan Ross in the 5, and Joe Backus in the 46. Row number 6, Jeff Kemper in the 181, and the Mayor in Jeff Barker in the 513. Rest of the field looks like this. Kyle Moonen, Zach Neubauer. Row 7, Row 8, Randy Shreves and John Hine. Row 9, Preston Cranmer and Terry Landis. Row 10, Barry Goldner, Dan McLaren. Row 11, Chris Schaefer and Jeff Claro. Bobby Good starts from the rear of the field. Predictions time. Isaac, who do you got? Well, eating a popsicle.
Yeah, in the words of Harry Hogg over here. Eating ice cream. I'm saying I'm going to go with Stephen Goldner here.
Give me Spangler
like
to
the
get
bottom.
this done. Alrighty. Who's it going to be? How's it going to be done? Pick your favorite driver ASAP. We're ready to go. Great racing. It's time to get down and dirty with the Coast to Coast Racing League Renegades.
3 wide out of 2.
Unbelievable.
Oh, big wreck.
Oh my goodness. Parking lot in turn 3. Scattered, smothered, and covered again. 2 on their side. Denver is one of them. Barker, Wilson, Landis, Barry Golder, and maybe more. There was just no way they could survive that after going 3 wide off of 2. Dittmer and Wilson made contact. Oh my! Barker came in and pile drove Dittmer. Another angle. Bam! Right there. Neubauer got into it too, and I think John Hine got some damage as well. Let's right on board with the Spider Monkey.
Alright. Racetrack pulling off here, sir.
Wow. Big leg.
That was a big wreck.
Here we go as the salesman Blake Chapman set to bring him back to green here at Kokomo. That's the Mission 22 restart. 3 wide for third again. It's a jack hit sandwich as Atkinson and Goldner split up. Caution.
Caution.
We've got Landis around, I believe. Yep, he was sideways. Take a look at the replay. Contact from Barry Goldner. That's a nice save from Terry. Don't know why that warrants a caution flag. Let's right on board here with the Desert Demon Hall of Famer. I want to go back to that lap 1 accident while we are at it. That was not the start for Brandon Dimmer. Not what he wanted at all. Because remember, he was second in points coming on in. So that will likely be the race that he drops. All right, Chapman, let's try this again. We've completed 2 laps. Nice restart for the salesman. Good battle for third. Atkinson against Stephen Goldner for the spot. Edging out there at the line is Atkinson. Now let's see if the Pink Panther can get the high side banger for second. Look at that! 3 wide for the runner-up spot. This is some good stuff, Isaac. And Stephen Goldner looks to go through 2 for 1 on the bottom.
Yeah, he's super quick on the bottom, but so is Blake Chapman, and they're making the high side work in Spangler and I forgot.
Spangler and Atkinson, sorry. Yeah. Both grooves are working, that's for sure. Atkinson has second at the line. It was too close to call for third. Goldner's got third for now. He could get second over Atkinson. Goldner was the quickest car last lap, 11:52.
Ooh, lap traffic's coming into play here.
Federer with 11:05, and yes, Blake is in lap traffic, 1.2 seconds up. That's Jeff Barker. Steven checking his lap time, identical as Chapman, 11:67. And you see the salesman as well, working the bottom line of the racetrack.
Ooh, slide job. Patrick Spangler.
Spangler and Atkinson are going to war for that bottom step of the podium. They're not kidding around. They're not here to play. Spangler up to third.
Lap cars here.
You got a good battle for fifth as well. Moonen and Fry. There is racing everywhere on this racetrack here, Isaac. Ooh, hang on, Kevin. Nice save.
They're 3 wide in front of Blake here. This might cost him a little bit of time.
Oh boy, this is getting crazy. Oh my!
Oh,
he rode all over McLaren. Told him to get the hell out of the way.
They're almost 4 wide.
Oh my goodness, look at this from the Astro. Stephen Goldner is right there on Blake Chapman for the race lead. Leaders are going on the basement groove. Oh my, this is some good stuff. Goldner's got him
Oh,
underneath.
Stephen Goldner's there.
Look at the bite. Oh no!
Oh,
Contact! Gold muscled his way through. And Chapman's back to third because of that. Cross
Yep.
flags are up, and we got a new leader in Stephen Goldner.
If there continues to be this much traffic on the bottom. Oh, big wreck on the
Oh,
front stretch.
right in front of Stephen. He just misses it. No caution. We stay green. That wreck had Brandon Dittmer involved once again.
Here comes Patrick on the high
Spangler
side.
for the lead. He's got it at the line. Who saw the high side Banger coming? All in lap traffic. This is amazing.
Oh, 3 wide across
18
the
laps
line.
complete. This is one of the best races I've ever seen. Spangler up top, going up against Goldner, with
Door to
Chapman
door
behind
across
them.
the line.
Oh, Kemper, right in front of Steven. 10 laps to go this time at Kokomo. Spangler got the wall, but still leads in the line.
3 and 4 is
don't
really
know.
good for. 3 and 4 is really good for Patrick. 1 and 2 is really good for Goldner. It's even.
I don't know if these guys are keeping track of the laps that are left. Barker, meanwhile, has crashed. No, oh no,
And Blake.
Chapman! Contact! And that could be his race. He is around. Oh, man. Another chance for Blake to win. He's out of it. Meanwhile, Goldner's got clear of Patrick Spangler because Spangler's dealing with Jeff Falero. 8 to go. Spangler has had to swap to the middle groove. Not where he wants to be at all.
This is. Oh, he got the wall. Kept going.
And he's still leading. Oh, he rides it though. Can't be doing that. Still in
And
the
we're
fight.
coming back into loud traffic again.
5 to go. Goldner leads in the line. Unbelievable race. They split the guy in the middle. Oh, caution. Oh, man, that's going to change everything.
Oh, my.
Take a deep breath, folks. That may be your last one for the rest of this race. Show you what happened with Dan McLaren and Chris Schaefer. Okay, McLaren spins into the fireworks area. What about Schaefer? Oh, look at that. Crab walking. Something broke on the car. Weird in how the yellow came out.
This might be one of the best races I've ever gotten to watch in real time.
Same. To me, this is even better than Volusia a couple seasons ago that Falero won.
High side, low side, split lap traffic. Oh my. Here we go. Back to green.
Here we go, 4 to go. Spangler going high, Atkinson going high. What is going to happen here? 3 laps to go, coming to the line. Spangler trying to get a run. Goldner's clear. Here's the look from the Ace Designs drone. Here comes Spangler and Atkinson.
I think that high side's gonna
Look at
have
this.
something.
Bad corner for Spangler, for Goldner rather. Spangler leads with 2 to go. It's going to come down to the wire here, folks. White flag in the air this time. Goldner is out of the pit. Spangler leads. He's clear. Down the back stretch for the final time. What a race. Patrick Spangler. Turn up the jets. The high side banger. What a statement win at Kokomo.
I shouldn't have even bet against him. That was insane.
That was an amazing race. Those were 2 guys working their respective grooves, their favorite grooves, refusing to lose and just hitting their marks. Unbelievable race. Atkinson gets second thanks to the high side as well. The hard charger of the race, by the way, goes to Jeff Flero. Brought to you by Chip Bangers Racing from 22nd to 10th. So for Patrick Spangler, that's win number 1 on the year for him. Fireworks are going up here at Kokomo, and we will get your top 3 on in here. Still waiting for Stephen Goldner to join us. By the way, I do want to make a disclaimer as well. The scattered, smothered, and covered quote I was using, that's in honor of Rick Esterman because that's a quote he has used in the past. All right, let's begin excuse me, by talking with our top 3. Stephen Goldner first off in third. First off, man, how fun was that race?
It was fun there for that long green flag run. I was kind of hoping it would stay green flag. I didn't really want that caution. Bottom was kind of going away, so we just settled in for third, I guess. Kind of really wanted that win. Haven't got a win all season, so we're getting on the podium a couple times, but we really want to get that win knocked out here pretty soon.
Absolutely. I'm curious, just what happened in was it turns 3 and 4? What was going on the low side? Excuse me, I'm losing my voice here. In I think maybe 2 laps to go or something.
It's so narrow on where you could have hit. It was just super tough to hit. You really had to hit a perfect line, and the top was still probably better, to be honest with you. I hit a good couple lines in 1 and 2, but 3 and 4 was tricky, and I think the top was probably the quicker way to go, which I was kind of saying that to Moonin and my dad earlier. I think I was thinking the top was going to be the way to go, but we've won a lot of races on the bottom here, so we gave that a shot, and it didn't work out.
Who do you want to give shout-outs to?
I gotta thank all the guys at Banny built, for everything they do, setups and just hanging out. Great bunch of guys. Wegman Brothers, Bio.com, Velocity Race Designs, ABR Setup Shops, you guys for the broadcast, Roger, and everyone for the league. Dylan Westbrook Racing for the title sponsor for the Renegades. And hopefully we'll talk to you guys again next week.
All right, man. We'll let you go. Great run.
Thank you.
Stephen Goldner with a 3rd place finish. 2nd place finish tonight, the Pink Panther, Jesse Atkinson. Wow, Jesse. What a race. How much fun was that?
Oh, boy. It was a lot of fun. I've been running the same setup ever since I joined Coast to Coast for Kokomo. I was like, you know what? I think it's time we get a brand new setup. And we got a new setup, ran the top, and it was a bullet. Not Patrick Spangler bullet, but it was really close today.
Yeah, that high side really came in there for you at the end. Were you glad that caution came out?
Oh yeah. Definitely the big. I'm really good at. I like long runs, so that was a great chance to just take advantage of that. We were rolling the top like crazy, just getting around on the lap cars and everything, and then the caution came out, and I couldn't decide whether that was a good thing or a bad thing, but looked like it was a good thing for us because we got B2 there at the end.
Absolutely. Who do you want to give shout-outs to on the run?
Gotta thank myself, as every week, not putting it in the wall. We're getting so much better at doing that too. We're so much more consistent around the top. Gotta thank Ager Esports, JR Racing, 4Click Media. Gotta thank all of them. Gotta thank you for putting on the broadcast. Gonna watch this later, probably tomorrow. And gotta thank the admins and everybody who puts on this league. It's just unbelievable how much fun this is. And thank my parents for watching. See you tomorrow. And yeah.
Absolutely. Let you go, man. Great job.
Thank you.
That's Jesse Atkinson finishing in 2nd position. Oops. Brought you back by mistake. There we go. All right. Now we go to Cool Ray Victory Lane to talk with your race winner, the high side banger, Patrick Spangler. How fun was that race, man?
Yeah, that's always fun here. As long as we get green flag laps like this season, last season, it's a blast for the lap traffic. It's one of the few tracks that we can really get into lap traffic deep.
Did you want that race to go green to the end without that caution or no?
No, because I couldn't get around Flair. I was staring at his tail tank for like 4 laps, and I was overdriving the car, put it on the wall. I tried to set him for a slider, and I get stuck in the middle. I couldn't get around him, so I was happy that caution came out. I didn't know. I figured Golden would be a little bit stronger in the bottom, but I guess it just went away because everybody's running in the bottom.
I'm sorry. How many times did you get the wall there on those final laps on the outside since how close you were to getting it?
I would say maybe in the last 4 laps, maybe hit it like 3 or 4 times. Just tap on the exit. Because I couldn't really see Goldner, so I didn't know where he was. But I didn't even see that Atkinson got by him, so I guess the bomb really went away.
Gotcha, okay. Well, next week, Knoxville. I take it that you're a little bit excited for that race.
I'm on the fence right now because this league lines up the same as the pro qualifiers. I haven't run the pro qualifiers yet, and I know a couple other guys are running, so I might take this season off and try to go pro, just to give it a try. Still deciding on it because I haven't had the best season first couple races here, so we'll see.
Who do you want to give shout outs to?
Roger from the league, Isaac and Marty for the broadcast. Training Wheels Racing, Brandon Tyler, even though they took each other out first lap. And then Dad and Uncle back home watching.
All right, man. We'll let you go. Congratulations.
All right, thanks.
Win one of the season for Patrick Spangler. And once again, Patrick is celebrating in Cool Ray Victory Lane, the premier sponsor of the Coast to Coast Racing League. Excuse me. Cool Ray's goal is to make sure that Ray's tradition of 100% customer satisfaction lives on today. Cool Ray is proud of their reputation of providing excellent service to homeowners and businesses in Georgia. Their mission is to continue to build long-lasting relationships with their customers through their winning spirit and commitment to 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Looking at race results here from tonight. Spangler taking the win on Atkinson. Stephen Goldner third. Kyle Moon fourth. Jack hit fifth. Blake Chapman, after spinning, recovers to finish in sixth position. That's a tough break for the salesman there. Looking to get the job done there. Devo 7th. Fry 8th. High 9th. Flairell the top 10. 13 drivers left on the lead lap. Show you the rest of the finishers here on your screen if we can get them here for you. There you go. Chris Schaefer, Jeff Barker, and Brandon Dittmer, 21st through 23rd. So, an incredible race for sure, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we don't have Dean with us tonight. However, though, we can still do it, ladies and gentlemen. The cutest segment in all the Coast to Coast Racing League. It's Buddy Time! Yeah, look at that. Yeah, we got Buddy. We got Buddy still. Hang on.
This is 100% me pulling up the broadcast so I can see Buddy time.
Boop, 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 boop. Buddy's like, where's the monitor? The monitor's not on, dang it.
I know.
So.
Oh.
Dean, that was just for you, man. Since we missed you this week. So, anyway, man, what a race tonight. What a night tonight. Final thoughts.
Yeah. Final thoughts. I have a laundry list of final thoughts. I
Same.
feel like, wow, that Renegades race was insane. I remember talking through the warm up just like this is gonna be a 2-lane race. I could see it coming. I didn't think it was gonna play out for 26 laps of straight green flag, but that was I think personally that was one of the best races I've been able to broadcast and be a part of because that was insane. I had so much fun watching that.
Alrighty, well, we're going to wrap things up here for tonight. Excuse me. Again, don't forget to tune in next Monday night where we go to... If I still have a voice after all that, I don't have the rest of my drink left.
Oh, spills half the rest of the drink.
Yeah, I don't care. All right. Rest of my voice is coming right here. Tune in next week, Knoxville Raceway. So that'll do it for us. On behalf of everyone at the Coast to Coast Racing League, Roger Craig and Preston Kramer, our admins. On behalf of my broadcast partner tonight, Isaac Salas, Marty Sakala signing off. We congratulate your winners. Patrick Spangler wins in Renegades, Aiden Young in Rebels, and Riley Burr in Raiders. So long, everyone.